Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
That's ahoy, matey.
Love.
Do-do-do-do.
Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Fiancé.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's reality gaze.
Let's love.
Nothing like planning to convert to a religion without knowing anything about it. This is so motherfucking Love After Lockup.
It really is.
This
Love After Lockup.
storyline.
It really is. Like, I wonder, made me think of, because it's the same production company, y'all. Did they recruit them for Love After Lockup and then put them on 90 Day?
No.
Did they ever waffle?
I don't know, because it's still he never went to jail yet. But but it's definitely a 90-day. It feels like Love After Lockup because of the dope sick atmosphere that we're in. And Dee Dee, the mom, asks, "Do Muslims celebrate Christmas?" And he's like, "No, I think it's Yom Kippur.
Not sure.
Not sure. Ramadan."
And then the brother with like a hayseed in his mouth literally says, "You might want to figure that out if you're going
That
to
brother's
convert."
hot.
He's hot. He is.
With that, y'all.
I mean, I thought he was cute,
A
but
basketball jersey does it for me. I don't know why.
really,
I don't know why.
we had one friend, our mutual. She's a terrible person
You
now,
can
but
see
she used
her
to,
arms.
Oh,
their
because
arms.
remember our old friend,
Armpits.
she likes armpit hair.
Yeah.
Maybe are you an armpit hair person?
Kind of am.
Yeah,
Kind
it's
of
a
into it.
thing.
Kind of into it.
Yeah. I mean, how many times you've gone to moan
there's
and
so
some guy
many
just
kinks.
goes, "Shut up!"
There's so,
and shoves his face.
at this point, there are so many kinks and peccadillos to things that I like.
You're like a rusted bicycle chain. You got so many kinks.
I know. I can only see where in 5 years, who knows what.
Oh, you're going to be into only alien sex. only alien sex, like in cabins with splintered dildos.
Frottage.
It's going to be bad. This is reality gaze.
This is reality gaze.
This is reality gaze. My name's Maddie. This queen right
Poodle.
over here is
Hello.
Poodle, aka Jake.
Also, to our Jewish sissies, Happy Hanukkah.
Happy
This is
Hanukkah.
Monday, so you've been celebrating for a while.
Hope it was good. I hope it was.
Hope the kids got their gelt.
I don't. I know we know not to message Den Mother Jackie at this time because she has two little ones and they're just. Y'all are
They're all
just
cracked out with candy and shit.
because at least at Christmas, because the way the holiday works, when kids are out of school at Christmas, but your kids are still in school and you're
Hanukkah.
doing Hanukkah. Oh my God!
Also, to I know I have some Jewish people in my life and Jewish friends who've said, "Yeah, I feel a little nervous about celebrating Hanukkah this year. I feel
Yeah.
nervous about putting up menorahs. I feel nervous." We hear you, and we're holding you right now. So,
and it's okay to do whatever
Yeah.
you feel comfortable with.
But we understand why that some of you feel that way, and I totally get it right now with some of the sentiment that
We get it.
you're being hit by. So we support you, and
hope this holiday is full of the light that you all
yeah.
need. Yes, that's what we hope.
totally,
for.
we support you. That's what we're saying.
Mm-hmm. And if your cousin is single, we'll date him.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you could meet a lot of guys at a good Hanukkah party.
Ooh.
That's actually not true. It's mostly just you show up and you can meet really good guys at Passover.
Oh,
Yeah.
you make ass over jokes, don't you? You celebrate Passover after Passover.
Lot of jokes about the angel of death sparing you.
Wow. You're the angel of death, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure we're clear. All right. Hey.
I wouldn't pass over you.
There we are. Thank you. I just wanted a good Passover joke.
No need to rub blood on your door lintel.
Gross.
Well, that was how it happened. They rubbed blood.
I know, but I'm imagining somebody putting blood on your dick.
That's not what I said.
But that's what you meant. We need to move on.
Not what I meant.
All right, everybody. It's Single Life's coming out in January. I know you're watching the Intimate
January
Portrait.
1st.
Poodle's feeling his leg and apparently giving you a show. When's the last time you had sex? It's been a bit. Yeah. Are you in Hath right now? Are you hungry, angry, lonely, or horny?
House.
How many of those are you right now?
I'm never lonely because I don't want anybody in my house.
Hungry, angry, horny, tired. Yes. Are you tired?
I'm always those. Yeah, I'm Hath.
Yeah.
Hungry, angry, tired, and horny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halt for the rest of us, unless you're a poodle. Then
I'm not lonely.
Yeah, you're never lonely. No, I'm really not either, actually.
I'm not lonely. I understand why people are. I really like my time alone.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. So Single Life in January, y'all. We'll have Happily Ever Afters in March. So we're just going to jump into the year swinging. But before that, Smothered comes out next week. I want to take a moment too. If you've never watched and or listened to Smothered, our recaps of Smothered, I'm going to go out on a very gay, glittery limb and say you've missed the best content I think we've ever done.
I wish. Part of me thinks we will drop the first episode on the free feed. Part of me wishes we could drop
Let's drop the second season out. Let's just do it.
Third season.
No, the second season. The first one we did years ago. I don't feel bad.
Maybe a couple episodes of it.
We just did it. We'll just do the whole thing. Why not?
Can we discuss this?
Well, you're discussing it, right? You brought it up. Maybe we'll drop some of the from what we normally do around Christmas. We usually do a couple of episodes from the vault anyway. We've done that before.
Good idea.
So we'll do some from the vault of Smothered.
I will say it's some of my favorite stuff we've ever done.
It's the best time I've ever had with you. So it is. I love talking to you about
whatever
Smothered.
that means.
So this season looks to impress. The first season next week, we will put that on the public feed. So we
First
always
season.
do.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Of Smothered, this new season.
The first episode of this new season.
The first season of Try Before You Buy. It's on the $8 tier. But not only, I'm going to say if you're going to get smothered right now, but watching the complete breakdown of Jay and Ashley and Larissa and Colt on Happily Ever After
Season 4
is actually riveting. That's on our $5 tier right now. And if you never watched that season, then
it's the infamous barbershop scene for Ashley.
And Nickel and Chantel and Pedro. This is why we get The Family Chantel became a show because of this season.
This season.
It's a great season. So anyway, that's all on RG Plus right now. The classic or classless is on the $5 tier and Smothers as a cringe tier, so that's $8 tier. Now, I just wanted to give a PS gay about that.
Thank you.
I'm done.
I think that's it.
Oh, God, you're rubbing your hip. You do need it. You always know, y'all, when Poodle sits like that on the couch and because he really, if I wasn't here, he'd just start rubbing his butthole, but he's kind of rubbing his hip.
It's kind of like how cats lick themselves. And they twist themselves into weird postures so they can lick their butts.
Yeah, I have uninspected. When Jake and I used to be roommates, I've walked in a room and he's just got one leg up trying to lick his crotch. I'm like, Jake! And I had to get a spray bottle to him. We got company here, Poods.
Let's jump in.
I think that's it.
Let's jump in.
Let's do it. Oh,
That wasn't necessary.
I hit my ankle with my iPad. That hurts. I'm glad you're worried about my welfare.
I think he'll be fine. I think
got
he'll
something
survive.
on the end of your eyelash. It looks like dried semen. So I don't want to ask. It's just white and clumpish.
Nature's umbrellas.
Yeah, exactly.
When those
You
when the
just
semen-
moved it around your face.
When the
but
semen
sure.
falls, the eyelashes will catch it. Nature's awnings. Y'all, welcome to a barbecue in Missouri. The brother is Sam and Citra. Someone said it's pronounced Citra. I think she said it was like Citra.
Oh.
She was pronouncing it. He doesn't know how to say it.
Well, she's going to get here, and it's going to be a Citra show. That's for sure.
Again, the stakes for this feel very Lalu. Feels very Love After Lockup.
Yeah.
The fact that he's been an addict since he was 15. And I think he's 30 something now. And
He's like 29 or 30. He looks 12 still.
He
but-
got sober when he was 22. He's had a couple relapses since, which for opioids is par for the course.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy's had such, and you can also tell this family. There's been family hardship. You can tell that the look on their face, they have trauma exhaustion a little bit, the mom and the dad. That they've got that they've got that 100-yard stare they have on Love After Lockup. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, we're having a barbecue and there's Mama Dee Dee. I did not get the father's name.
Wilbur?
It is not.
I'm just guessing.
Okay.
I don't know. What happened to Wilburs? You never meet a Wilbur anymore. You really don't. Think about it. They're bringing back old names. Why not bring back Wilbur? Call him Will or Burr.
So, her father's work leave got approved, so he's coming over. Then the sisters are coming over.
Yep.
Everybody's coming over, and
when Dad gets here, we're gonna make sure to convert, or we're gonna convert before Dad gets here.
well, it looks like that. He says when the dad gets here, we're going to a mosque to convert, and so the parents just go. It seems like this is the first time they're hearing of this. Maybe this is recreated.
I didn't feel like it was the first time.
Okay.
I felt like the mom knew this was happening. Didn't like it.
But the mom goes, it's hard on me that he's converting to Muslim. Which is something that my mother would say. Jay Bird's converting to Muslim.
Oh.
Not Islam, but
I don't
to
think
Muslim.
my mother would care. Well, she probably would because she watches the wrong things. But, yeah, but my Aunt Peggy,
Yeah.
she's already talked to me about them false gods, so she would get on that. By the way, have you watched the Christopher Ryan Stamey video of the what's the church woman who cries all the time?
Carolyn,
when
who
her
cries during the announcements.
Did you see the new one where the son comes home with a tattoo?
No.
It is. She's like, what's that? Is that it? She starts crying. She goes, oh God, is that a tattoo? Is that a tattoo? It's amazing.
I think he is so talented.
He actually has tears in his eyes, too. It's very method.
He is one of the most talented people. All those characters.
He's like a Southern of what's that guy that does the things from Down Under or New Zealand that you love?
Chris Lilly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Summer Heights High.
Yes.
Chris Lilly.
Yeah.
I think it's Chris Lilly. Yeah, it is. It is Chris Lilly.
Because what was her name? The one girl that you love so much you played?
Jamae, the private school girl. Jamae. It's quiche. It's so random. It's so random. It's quiche.
Anyway.
We do this in public. This is such a public school girl thing.
Yeah, you love that show.
And Mr. G, when he wrote the musical about the girl who died.
I didn't see it.
Abigail something, the musical.
Wow.
Oh, it's so good.
All right, so they're talking about converting. That's when the brother's like, you might want to learn a little bit more about this religion.
Yo, not even a Google for Islam.
I mean, he has been working double shifts and sleeping in his car. So,
Yeah.
but he doesn't
You'd
have a
think
phone.
after drifting off, boop, 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 Islam? Oh shit! Oh, there's a couple holidays here.
Yeah.
There's Eid, both the Eids.
Well, but like you said, you
Eight.
said that with Citra, we don't. Oh wow, y'all! She's really doing something up there today. It's a lot of movement. You're gonna have to leave your house after this show.
She's excavating. She's excavating.
But you said with Citra that she, she's not covering her head. Where later on we see her sister is. So maybe she's. I don't know.
What is established is he needs to be a Muslim before they are married. The father, there's no argument about that. They are not having sex before they're married. So it is in that way, that is the level of her amount of religiosity.
Which I understand. I have not had sex with a woman until we'll get married either. Haven't done it.
One day,
but I'm still waiting.
Later on, we are in West Java as opposed to East Java, or Central Java.
Because in East Java, they'll get you...
in East Java, they'll get you for wearing red shoes on a Thursday. It's a mean, nasty Republican town, East Java.
Those were just for like 12... Actually, there's probably a lot of sissies who got that joke.
So they are...
They're getting food, and they're with Herman. That's what'd be great if the other dad's Wilbur and Herman.
Herman, my hero.
Dad says the first thing you should do is find a mosque and
make an appointment to get married.
And she said, I told Sam that we need to do that. Where are they from again?
Missouri.
Oh, God.
I remember. Cameron, Missouri. How many times can you drop things?
You have no ground to stand on with that.
Cameron,
None.
Missouri.
I'm going to look up mosque in Missouri.
Or Cameron, Missouri.
Yes.
So y'all, he says the only reason I'm even allowing it is that Cameron. Sam has said he's already beginning that he's going to convert to Islam. And whether he wants to or not. And I said... almost everything from what I know about Islam and friends who know that it's one of the most important things about Islam that you're not forced to convert to Islam.
Yeah.
You are, because the spirit of Islam does not want you to be forced. You want to find your way there to the religion. You're not. So I don't know if this is the best interpretation of how people convert.
But he doesn't act like, but don't you think he doesn't act like he's super, it's actually kind of worse. Like he doesn't act like it's a big deal to him, but he also kind of acts like it's not really a real thing.
Oh, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the father. The father saying it doesn't, or we're going to force him to.
It looks like Cameron is not that far actually from Kansas City.
Okay.
So definitely... It's
I'm
also
sure there are mosques
38 degrees there. God fucking help them.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
Ugh. I can't.
I'm just saying no one ever wants to be forced to convert to any religion.
That is not the way.
Anyway.
Well,
so
as it should be. But.
Sam says, I've got to be on my best behavior. And this is where this becomes very Lalo. It's like, I don't know if I'm going to get my diversion. I have to look this up. This was a thing. I did not know this. It is a thing where it's almost like, so if you do get stopped with a drug violation, they give you a chance to go to like drug classes. If it was like a small, especially if you were with someone.
It's like when you get ticket for having your windows tinted. If you just pay the fee, if you take the window tint off, you're fine.
Not exactly, but sure.
Because he had...
This was drugs.
A lot of people don't know this, but I remember my dad's third wife, Janet, her son, Tyler, used to do this.
Got a diversion program?
No, not a diversion. He would go to the clinic every week or whatever, and they would give them a...
Suboxone.
Yeah, which is basically like a little bit of meth, I believe. And it helps them...
I think it's an opioid. So
an
it's
opioid.
Not meth.
So, yeah. So... he got caught with that in his car without a prescription.
Yes.
Which at least in Oklahoma, you couldn't carry it around. You had to go there and take it.
It seems like this. So he got Suboxone is another. He says it's another type of opioid which keeps you from getting withdrawal. The cops pulled him over, like you said. He did not have it in a script bottle, so he got arrested. He was offered a diversion program, but he missed the deadline. This is a very love after lockup thing to do.
Very addict behavior.
And so it could mean jail time. She doesn't know this. She knows about his addiction and his addiction issues, but
I don't think he'll go to jail. They're so overcrowded now anyway. I feel like they're going to, if he goes and does his shit, he'll be fine.
let's hope so. Meanwhile, in West Java, not East Java.
West Java.
In West Java.
So much happens in their storylines.
I know. She's packing and she's like, I'm very upset about leaving my cat. My sisters won't miss me.
No.
I think it's because they won't miss her because she's wearing some of the biggest false eyelashes I've seen.
She is.
She enjoys them.
They actually take away from her.
I agree.
I think she would look prettier.
It's
just
a little much.
Which is, I say less is more when it comes to lashes.
I think she's a very pretty girl, though.
Just cut it and do an outside lash. That's all you need, ladies.
They're very spidery. These are. So y'all, he's cleaning up his house because he says she's a clean freak.
No, he says she's a germaphobe.
Okay.
Like, doubles down and he says, and I'm not. So he is faking it until he makes it.
She has sent him a batik, a shirt, because he was wearing it. I was like,
cute.
Where did you get that?
It's cute.
So I know, but it doesn't look like it was bought
didn't buy it at Walmart, at Cameron Walmart.
Yeah.
And he got her a prayer mat, which looks really pretty.
Which is useful. And anyway, she's basically said, he's like, yeah, these are brand new pillows because there's going to be a lot of white Indonesian babies being made here. And I was like, why pillows? Are you going to put her on there to fuck her better?
Well, everyone should have a fuck pillow.
But I'm saying, what I'm asking is, it seemed like the pillows were going to facilitate having babies.
We don't know how heterosexual works. Maybe to have a baby, you have to, I don't know.
She's impressed by his pillow
his pillows, or you have to, I don't know. Think about it. With a new pillow, you might like to be suffocated a little bit with it while you're maybe you have to do that to make the baby. We don't understand these weird newfangled ways of sex.
I know when I'm most receptive to carrying a child is when I'm being smothered a little bit. So y'all, it's going to be a couple of days of cuddling. It's not going to be easy because he wants to fuck her.
He does, because he's a horny little fucker.
Horny little fucker.
Hillbillies are horny. We're a horny lot. We both come by it honestly. Think about how many of your relatives got in trouble because they were horny.
A lot of them.
A lot.
I still say there's something about the size of his head and the size of his eyes that kind of freaked me out a little bit.
He really does look like he could live in a fantastical land.
Yeah.
Like, he reminds me of like if it's like one of his parents fucked that girl when she got older from the Dark Crystal.
Wow.
She grew up and had this baby.
To me, it feels like a witch cast a spell and he was a white rat and he became a human and kind of like with a white rat with little red eyes. Mm-hmm. And that's the human version.
Secret of Nim style.
Yes.
Ooh, I want to watch that movie.
I think that movie would have scared you.
Oh, it did scare me, but I liked it a lot. But it scared me at the end when they almost got.
Don't give us away.
But this is a 40-year-old movie.
It's moving day, anti-shrew.
When that tractor comes, oh God, I was terrified.
I loved it. I loved that movie.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
I loved it. So later on, it's an airport meeting. I always love these. He's got flowers. Thank God.
Good flowers.
And he says, it feels like a dream. I'm getting married in 2 weeks. Fuck. After converting to Islam. There's a lot to do in the next 2 weeks.
There's a lot to do. But she lands in Kansas City. She runs to him.
Oh, Timing.
Timing's not good. He tries to pick her up. He can't really do it.
No.
Because he's
a white rat turned into a human.
He doesn't have
what
no
are you
arm.
going to
He has
do?
no arm strength.
They don't usually white rats.
No, Citra.
Back legs, yes.
Yeah, Citra. Right, that's her name.
Citra.
Oh, I should say Citra. That's terrible.
I believe she says it like Citra.
Oh, okay. Citra, whatever.
Citra with an SH.
Citra. She's crying.
And I'm only guessing, and I'm only going by because that's how she pronounced her name.
Yeah, that's true.
Indonesian sissies weigh in here.
We're probably going to keep saying Citra. So
I'm
don't
just
fuck
saying
it
it sounded like that when she said her name. It sounded like she said Citra or something like that.
Well,
so please correct me because I'm not. I'm just not familiar with that area and what they speak.
He says, life has been so hard without you. Nothing's better than this. And then it lower Chiron, 14 days to wed. And I went,
14.
Holy fuck.
Now we know why they were introduced on episode 9.
Yeah, there we are. I meant to tell people too. Did you watch it? Have you seen the Hannah Waddington Christmas special on Apple
I have not,
TV?
but I love her.
She's great. It's a great 45-minute fun. I just wanted to recommend it to people. That was it. I meant to talk about that.
We're not a sponsor. They're not a sponsor, but just
it's
trying.
Really pretty dresses, and she stops.
I love her,
and she stops the show just to do a costume change. So we will always recommend a show that is that gay.
And you know what? I love her, even though I have never seen Ted Lasso, but I love her because of her stuff on Eurovision.
Oh, is she on that show?
She hosted it. She hosted Eurovision.
Oh.
One of the hosts.
I don't know if you would like Ted Lasso.
It's not for me.
It's too nice.
It's not for me.
Someone's got to get killed. Someone needs to cheat on their wife, and it's a secret affair for 7 months.
I'm good with feel good television. I just don't know if that show's for me.
What feel good television do you like? Did you like Schitt's Creek?
I love Somebody Somewhere. With Bridget Everett, but it's not really feel good. Although it is feel good, but it's through trauma.
That's not feel good.
Yeah,
that's your feel good.
No, that is feel good.
No, I'm just yeah. So
I'm a big Somebody Somewhere fan. Feel good TV for me. Feel good TV for me is Gilded Age. But
yeah, because nothing bad really happens to that. But you need
lots of bad things happen,
but nothing really nothing bad happens on Downton Abbey or Guild. The guy only died in Downton Abbey just because he wanted to leave the show. And
Spoiler alert!
And what's his name was pissed off, and he said, "So I'm going to kill you real good, where you can't ever come back." They literally just showed him on the ground with blood trickling out his ear.
Yeah,
that was the biggest fuck you.
That's how you know you pissed off the creator.
Cut to one day when Jake's on the show, Jake's character's going to die, and you'll know when you actually see Jake's head being decapitated from his body that he pissed off some people.
All the right people. Nick and Devin. What?
I know she's not meant to be on television, but I kind of feel like Devin's a little bit of a brat.
I feel like she's not ready for television.
I said that in the past, but also I feel like I'm trying to respect someone being an introvert and all that, but the way that she is just kind of so bratty to her mother and acts like a 12-year-old girl.
The mother is single-handedly saving this situation.
I wrote that too. It's not only saving the situation, the mother's saving the segment. Because Devin is so fucking boring to watch.
Yeah.
I would rather watch paint dry. But seeing her mother scramble around, she's probably a wonderfully nice person.
I love her two-tone Karen cut too that you see in the back.
The mom's hair.
That black.
Oh, that wig would look so good on you. It would look so good on you.
It's Katrina, I think her name
Katrina.
is. Yeah.
She's always chewing on the side of her mouth, just worried.
Devin, she's my girl, but I've just known that since she was 2 weeks old.
No, she doesn't talk, but I know her body language.
I know her, but
she's melting down right now. Melting down.
Melting down, Darla.
Someone get her a Dr. Pepper or she's going to freak out.
What, Mama?
So
don't talk about me like I'm not here, Mama.
I said that it's kind of like a preamble that
they have,
but
to
I don't hate
they have
watching
to subtitle Devin.
They have to subtitle.
That is
because she has. Oh, we found out it wasn't just a. Mary Payne told me this when I was on her show. She also had, and this happened when she was in Korea. She has really bad TMJ, and her jaw locks up on her.
Oh my!
So it's
God.
not that she's just, but like her jaw is locked and she can't
That makes
talk.
sense, Mama.
Now, what I said, this preamble sounds like I hate watching Devin. It's storyline.
I think the story is so cute.
I don't. I think she's boring, but I enjoy watching it because I feel like I know so many people where we're from, where the kid is kind of a brat and the mother is just dancing around.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to placate the child.
I think it's more. I think Devin's had. Social problems in the past, and mom's had to do a lot to help her.
Yeah, do you think Devin's looking at life unrealistically? Because it's like, I don't see where she has she still lives with home with her parents, which is fine, but does she have the foresight or the forethought to see what life, does she really imagine what life is going to be like being married and on your own?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Anyway. She is extremely sheltered.
Yeah.
Y'all, we are Kevin, father of Devin.
Kevin and Devin, yes.
Kevin asked Nick to help him basically clean out the boat. They're going to have a man-to-man conversation.
Ooh, love that.
And he says, well, the first time I met you, you were already engaged to my daughter, and I should. What do you think about America? And he's like, you said that Americans were fat and like greasy food. And Nick digs the whole verse. Like, what I meant to say was the level of fatness that you have
so
here.
much more.
Your fatness quotation is worse than Korea.
Way worse.
Your fatty boombalatties. There's a lot more of you here. Now, this is when Dad addresses this. You call her Piggy. Have you talked about it and asked how it made her feel? And
do you know if she likes the nickname?
Or if it bothers her? And he's like, well, she did say she's used to it now. And then he laughs. And then she says, well, it might be fun now, but it's going to be a problem later.
He is so diplomatic about this. If
yeah.
this was my dad, he would have been like, don't call my fucking daughter Piggy again. He wouldn't even have been a discussion.
I think this guy understands that he has to be diplomatic, like most people would with their in-laws.
Yeah.
And he's trying to be super polite, and I think he does a good job.
Do you think, I don't know your father, but more of your mother, if someone called you, well, first of all, they wouldn't be alive. But let's pretend that someone...
Oh, I would have hurt them before this.
Let's say that someone called you Little Piggy. What would your mother say to them if she heard someone call you Piggy at the table?
Jaybird. What? Is that how y'all talk to each other? You know what? You're right. He has gained a little bit of weight. Maybe that's not helpful, though. Jaybird, you could manage to lose 10 pounds.
That's what she would do.
At least. But I could manage to lose it, too. We all could. Let's go on a walk.
That is real.
That's real. It's real.
Y'all use our BetterHelp code.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Now, he does say, and then he says, if I did offend her, I'm going to try not to do that anymore. So I think this is the start of him stopping that. Again, I don't think this was the biggest problem these two had. There are more.
I agree.
But I think Nick understands Devin. And Devin understands Nick. And they're two people who may be a little left of center or right of center. And they found each other. And I don't think they have a lot of problems.
Well, I hope not.
But later on, now I think it's sweet that she wants to that the wedding dress has arrived, the hanbok that she wants to wear, a very traditional hanbok for the wedding. And she's like, it's gold on top. I hate gold.
What did gold ever do to her?
I think she's a very quirky person.
I think she wore gold to her junior prom, and she was going there with the senior, and then he ended up dumping her for another woman that night, and she said, I'll never wear gold again.
So anyway, I wrote down, they tiptoe around this girl. The sister, the mom, everybody does.
It makes me wonder, and I don't think this is going to happen, but is she actually a monster? And at the end of the season, is she just going to have like a Tasmanian devil freak out and just shock us all? That would be incredible.
And start throwing things or throw shoes like what's her name did, Jess?
Yes. Good
morning, my dick.
Oh, that was great when she was throwing shoes.
So y'all, Mom says she's in stress.
She's in stress.
I'm going to have to call a seamstress right now, and we're going to figure this out. So meanwhile, we're going to get a backup dress. So we're going to go to David's bridal, or their version of what David's bridal is.
And they're driving there, and she's like, well, we're going to find something good. And
I don't want to get a backup dress.
Well, are you going to cooperate, Devin? Are you going to cooperate? Because, honey, I could have been at the church today, but I'm doing this with you.
I feel like I could easily source that mother character.
100%.
I've met so many moms like that.
And to the response, Devin says, I'm here.
I'm here.
I don't know. I just was like, ugh, what a brat.
Anyway, the mom is literally taking things into her hand, pushing her into a...
Throwing her. She's like, I don't look at anything. She's
so she...
You know what? We weren't going to do this, but I think it's time. I think, and I'll let you play the mother because we both know.
I think I want you to.
Oh, really?
I'll play Devin.
Are you sure?
I am.
Okay. All right. Sure. God, I wish I had that wig. Anyway, I could kind of use my Jasmine wig, but it's not the same because of the bangs. I need long hair. It's almost kind of my hair now. I need a haircut. So if I move my hair in front like this.
That is her. It's very much
that's
like
perfect.
that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Look at that. So
I'll wear this to get me into Devin's spirit. For those of you not into report, I just put on a pair of sunglasses and I'm just going away.
It's going away.
I'm disengaging like Meredith Marks.
All right, let's imagine this. We're at a wedding store and action. Hello, welcome to Danny's Bridal. How can we help you?
I don't want to be here.
Devin, what did we talk about in the car, honey?
We talked about...
What are we doing?
We talked about why I had to go here even though I don't like gold.
Devin, you going to be a team player today? We talked about this. Do you want to talk to Reverend Jameson
your
again?
team.
Okay, that's fine. Here, let's look at a dress. Come on.
I don't want to do this.
Come on, Devin, you got to get married in the church or it doesn't count.
Okay.
All right, look at this dress. Look at this, Devin. What you think about this? Isn't this pretty?
I don't like it. I don't want backup dress.
Okay, I know you don't want to back up you. Just because you repeat it doesn't mean it's so. Get in there and try it on.
Okay,
try it on, Devin.
Okay.
You're going to shit your pants like you did in 7th grade if you get upset again.
Okay, now I'm going to be the clerk who comes out. Excuse me, I think she's a little upset back there. I think she may be a little bit crying.
Oh, God, she's melting down, y'all. I got this. I'm going to go. Devin.
What?
Oh, God. Devin, don't let her come out.
Don't you do it.
Devin, calm yourself. No, Devin, here, take this dress. Take it, Devin. Oh, you bit my finger, Devin. You bit Mama's finger.
Don't you come in here, Mama.
Everybody get out of the store. She's going to blow.
Take off my backpack.
Father Weegis.
No one can help you now, Mama.
And scene.
Yo, it feels like Devin's about to Hulk out and destroy every dress in the place.
I'm so glad we did that because you discovered Hulk, Devin.
I know her. I know her anger. Because Mama don't want to do what I want to do. I just will go paint my murals on the street. I'll get married what I want to do. So what? Don't make no difference if my jaw's tight.
I love it when they throw. It was almost like a scene from The Office. Or Modern Family, that type of style, when Devin throws out the mic cord and the mom just kind of looks to the camera like...
She looks to the camera, is like, what can you do? This is over. This interview is over. This interview is over.
We gotta go. Gotta go.
Devin's being Devin.
She says at one point, if this dress doesn't work out, we'll all be paying. We'll all be paying.
This was my single favorite scene of this episode.
Oh, it was great
because,
I loved it. It was great. It was great.
Clayton and Anali.
Oh my God, it is Anali.
I know it's Anali. I just have to see Anali.
Anali. All right.
We are going to see an alpaca farm.
Which makes her feel like
llamas.
Home.
Kind of, but she's like, what he doesn't know is they're far away from me, where I'm just like, but I guess alpacas and llamas are like, makes me at least feel like I'm back in Peru.
That's like saying, I don't know, like redwoods make us think of Los Angeles, of California, when we live so far from them.
Or if someone said, hey, this like map of Charleston makes you feel like home. And I would go, kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all, we meet Sissy, the llama technician, and that is her, that's her title.
Is she a sissy? I don't know, but her
She
name
would be.
is. She probably would be.
So, y'all, Clayton is wearing what I call the Middle America straight man uniform, and that's an Under Armour shirt. But it's more of a generic Under Armour shirt.
Gay people don't really wear it.
We don't wear
Armour.
it.
You are so right.
We don't wear it.
I wonder why. But you know who loves Under Armour? My
Your brother.
Yes, they all love
Straight
Under Armour.
man uniform.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. But Clayton's got the generic kind on.
Yeah, he does.
Because he shops at Walmart.
Yeah.
Which, so does my mother. If it was closer, I'd probably shop there, although I'd abhor their business practices.
That would be your... that would be hard for you because, God, I
love a deal.
You love a deal.
It's difficult.
And you would know that you would go to Pavilions to buy Diet Coke and it would be $1.50 more than it would be at
so
Walmart.
Expensive. Yeah. So anyway, y'all. Anyway, that Under Armour shirt is the straightest malest item of clothing possible.
It's a very straight thing, yes.
And we meet Iggy Pop, the llama,
yes,
who has a lust for life.
It does. Iggy Pop does have a lust for life.
Do you know
what? He just seemed like a happy llama. Does that mean something? What do you mean a lust for life?
A lust for life is an Iggy Pop song.
Oh, Oh, I'm not familiar with them.
With them.
Or is it one person?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Iggy Pop was a band.
And the Stooges. Iggy Pop was the...
He was the lead singer.
Yeah.
Is he dead?
No, he's with us.
Oh, good. Hopefully for...
Well,
now, he was in the Rolling Stones and then
No!
branched out. Okay, I don't know this.
We need to stop there.
What's a famous... Sing it. What's a famous Iggy Pop song?
Lust for life. We got a lust for... Here come Johnny. Man. You don't know it. I will never be able to explain this to you.
I don't.
It's it was used in a lot of commercials. It was in the movie Trainspotting. You've never saw that film?
No.
Ewan McGregor?
No. I just
Johnny
thought
Lee
you meant
Miller?
a happy llama. Because he was eating those carrots up high. Lust for life.
You know, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'll give that to you. So at one point, Clayton has goats humping, and he's like, this is the most action I've got. And I love Anali's reaction to him is just stone-faced. Because I appreciate that all the corny shit he throws out about sex, she won't even take the bait. I love her.
Yeah, she's just like, yeah, I'm not. I will say, it doesn't, at least from what we see in the edit, I think she does care for him. You don't really see it. It does feel like a lot of times she's just tolerating him.
I've gone back and forth, but for them, I really believe there is something about him that she's decided. I think she's a very pragmatic person.
Yeah.
That she's decided, for some reason, I think she's pretty sheltered as well. And I think she says, this might be it for me. This is a good guy who I can settle down with.
But do you think a part of her, though, also looking pragmatic, is going, this guy can't take care of me?
Yep.
He lives with his mom in his apartment.
Yep.
I'm not going to do this. I would say, more than any couple, this is the one where I don't know if they're going to get married or not.
I think the only reason she would stay is so she wouldn't look like a failure to her family if she went home.
Possibly.
Because remember, I think this is up in the air because she still told her father she's
Exactly.
So it's much easier for her to go home.
So it feels like this Clayton doesn't realize that this is a trial for him.
No, he doesn't.
Hey, we're 10 episodes in now. I think Robin we haven't discussed it, but we're halfway in. Gino and Jasmine clearly are going to get married. I think Rob and Sophie are going to get married.
I sadly agree with you.
And I think I don't know yet enough about Sam and Citra, but I think they're probably going to get married.
I think they'll get married. Manuel and Ashley are going to get married.
Manuel and Ashley are going to get married. Devin and Nick, I think, are going to get married.
Yep.
I'm not sure about Clayton and Anali. And then I don't think Nikki and Justin are going to get married.
Nope.
But it's really this couple where I'm like, this is a 50-50 crapshoot.
This is
for
the
me.
one that could go either way. Yeah. So y'all, they're getting, he's like, I'm going to think the llamas scored big points, but I can't wait to seal the deal and fuck her. And anyway, because y'all, that's his main obstacle is having sex with her, which I don't think they've done it yet.
And I think it's weird that they haven't had sex yet.
Okay. I agree. It's strange, but it's completely her prerogative. So she might not be comfortable.
And she might not be comfortable, but I just think but yes, I 100% agree with that. But if it was me, I would be concerned.
I would
because they
too.
act like nothing's happened. Like, has there been a wristy, a blowjob?
I would be too. I think I would be too. And I'm like, I think it's weird too. And then Clayton would touch me with his baby white clammy hands. And I would go, oh, that's it. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, not even a slurp and burp.
What?
A slurp and burp.
That's awful. Slurp and burp? I assume that's a blowjob?
Yeah.
That you swallow after?
Yes, well, a guy gives you so much semen, it makes you gassy.
Oh. That's one of the foulest things that I've ever heard. And I'm disgusting. I think that's really gross. Where did you hear that?
I just made it up.
Okay, good. So it's not a thing.
It is now. Slurp and burp.
That's gross. That's disgusting. That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable to say. I love it how I feel like I'm a prude with some of the things you say. Ooh, you're gross. You're disgusting. You're gross. Ugh. That's foul.
And it tastes like bleach.
Stop. So y'all, they're getting Peruvian food, which is sweet because he's at least doing. It's not like Mexican food with Evelyn's family taking David the Spaniard to. Even though he was a fucking bitch, he was just like, this is not the same food.
Oh,
the apples are good here. Anyway, so
God, put them with one of them on the single. Not him, but her.
She'd be so miserable.
I would love to see her on
y'all, that. She's like, Clayton's diet is different from mine. He would eat hamburgers every day. He's like, he spends 45 minutes in the bathroom every morning.
There's a lot of bathroom talk this season.
Mostly because there's probably no fiber in his diet, and he has to just squeeze it out.
Y'all, you shouldn't be in the bathroom for 45 minutes.
I feel very, very fortunate that I go when I need to.
We don't need to know that.
I will not take this from your slurp and burp comments. No. How dare you? Anyway, y'all, so he says, she says something that's kind of heartbreaking to me. She's like, my mother asked me what I did when I was here. And she's like, well, I told her that we didn't really spend a lot of time together because when he's not working, he's playing his computer games, and I'm sitting there with his mom who lives in her closet. And she said, I'm too sociable to live with a nerd. And I just, the level of kind of forthrightness we're getting from her, I love it.
It's almost like she's falling out of love with him. Like she loved the online persona, and now she's seen who he really is, and just... she doesn't want to have anything to do with his life.
And then she said, I'd like to meet your friends. And I went, no, you don't, because it's just Mother Thumb and his forefinger and her four sons.
Yeah.
That's his friends. Mother Thumb and ding, 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 ding.
But she doesn't, I mean, I understand this more, but she is totally baffled that he only had to, how can you have a best friend that you've never actually physically met?
Especially in the culture of computer gaming, though, it makes sense.
It is a little like why she's still like, that's so weird. I'm like, but y'all met, you like had a relationship virtually. Now, but yeah, I mean, there are this is a value difference. However, you guys, yeah,
this is a value
difference.
Even though it's a smaller one that we've seen in the past, this is a value difference of what she values. And she said, before I'm going to marry him, I'm going to make sure he has at least one friend who is. Yeah. And he even says, she's like, I can't live like this. And she brings up. She puts things in motion. She says, I basically live here I'm cleaning. I live here with 2 dogs. They're 2 overweight chihuahuas, really.
Yes.
2 guinea pigs and all of this stuff, all of the mess and all of her hoarding. And she says, this apartment is for 1 person, but we are 3 with 4 pets. And a guinea pig playground.
Yes. And there's been talk like, I guess, Clayton does have other siblings, but there's talk about, he said on social media that basically he's kind of the one left to take care of mom, and the other siblings aren't helping much. And
she says, I want to have a social life. I want to be a social person. And I think had it not being for her being able to speak the language that well, she'd be all over the place.
The problem is that he's her interpreter, and so she because she doesn't speak English
and
enough.
She says, so have you sent the invites yet for the wedding? And your friend Cam, I want you to finally meet him, and I want him to be your best man. And he went, And at one point, it was like are you agoraphobic or something?
I think there's something. I think that's really hard for him. I wish also we find out that it's Cam from Lalu. Wouldn't that be great? Cam and Eris.
He lives in San Diego, and they're going to go.
I think there is I do think he has some type of social anxiety disorder.
Oh, for sure.
It's different than Nikki, who brings up sex stuff. It's kind of a desperate ploy for attention, but also to weapon. I think he's making these jokes, and we kind of see next week on, he says this in front of the friends. I don't think he knows how to behave
around other people,
and he's trying to make a joke and be funny, and he doesn't know how to do it. And
this guy's a fucking nerd.
But I actually say that yes, anally is living in all this, but I feel for him as well, because I don't think she understands his introvertedness.
No.
And I don't think it's going to take a lot for her to understand that.
I'll still never forget when he just invited the sister at the brewery. He's just and he's like, has everybody had enough to drink? One of the shadiest Joan Crawford lines. Has everyone had enough to drink?
I think that he's
lush.
I think that because if he, like you said, she's so pragmatic. If he is shy, she's going to be one of those type of people that just says, "Get over it."
Yep.
Just push through it, which is not. That is way easier said than done. You don't push through those.
I
things.
think there is a value difference here, and this will be. It won't be their common. I wonder what their interests are. I wonder what made her attracted to him. I wonder.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, maybe values, and maybe it is though more behavior. Maybe he feels like I would be interested to find out. Is he, quote, very social online? Is he always talking to different people online? And if so,
he's on Twitter a lot.
How could he take that impetus to transfer into making steps to do that outside of his life for her?
That chin strap beard needs to go.
Yeah, it makes him look Amish or something. It's odd. But I like him. He's sweet.
I swear to God, he would touch my bare shoulder.
But it would be so sweet if he came and mounted your TV that you bought and you just got to talk to him. I think it'd be a fun conversation.
I don't want to talk to anyone in my house.
I think it'd be fun. Oh, I love it when people come and deliver stuff. I always, with the delivery people, I've offered them beers, Dr. Peppers. We'll sit down and have a chat. You don't do that?
It is painful. For me to talk to people that I don't know and that are strangers.
Oh. Talk about different values.
That's true. Also, it feels like you're being fake.
No, I'm curious.
Leave people alone.
What? They talk to me. They take the Dr. Pepper or the beer.
And then they leave. They leave you alone again.
Like all men.
Honey, I met this ridiculous fag at work today. Gave me a beer. That's the show.
That's the show.
God.
That's a good episode.
Just the way you probably torture these poor people.
No, I think they're glad that because we all just want someone to listen to us and feel a little validation. And if I can give that to some man who's been driving around in a big truck in L.A. and is just tired.
What if they don't say anything?
It's fine. I'll talk to him.
Exactly. You'll just talk anyway.
Yeah, just talk anyway. All right, everybody. You know the drill. Go to realitygaze.com. It's not porn anymore.
No.
It's our actual website. I feel like there was something we forgot to tell people. This whole episode, I'm like, what were we going to say?
Slapping things in your lap.
I don't remember. Oh, well, I guess we'll remember
had it
next
on
time.
Announcements.
I guess we read them, so who gives a shit? It's done now. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Remember, we call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places, Poodle?
Yeah. And if your mother won't listen to what you want.
Get out, Donnell. Get out while you can.
That's it.